All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, and today we have a CRKT knife. And guys, say hi to Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man and the whole gang, and welcome to the KnivesFAST channel. Let's get into this one. This is the CRKT Trask. So I'm just going to start off the review by saying I don't know what to think of this one. I really like it, and yet there's some things that I just don't quite like. So we're going to go through here, guys, and at the end I'll kind of tell you my overall impression. But the first thing I would like to say, it is very clear that this was designed by somebody who knew what they were doing as far as designing a knife. Eric Ochs is the designer, and if you've ever seen the Bev Edge, guys, this guy knows how to design a knife for comfort and for use. And it's a great knife as far as that goes. So just look, I mean, it's got all the things I love. It's got a finger choil. It's got an opening hole. It's got a great blade shape. I mean, that blade shape to me is just awesome. I love the drop point there. It's almost got like a reverse tanto thing going on here. But just dig the shape of it. I like the shape of the handle. It's obviously made to fit your hand, and I just dig it. So, and the texture and the way that the handle looks is really well done as well. But let's just kind of go through it like we usually do, and we'll kind of come to kind of a overall feeling about the knife at the end of it. So, it is a D2 blade here. And again, like I said, nice finger choil here, nice opening hole, nice and rolled off where you're not going to scrape yourself. Got the CRKT logo there, satin finish, pretty high. I think this is a hollow. Yep, it's a hollow grind. Yep. Very much is as you look there. You have the number of the knife here, Trask with the cage ball bearing symbol here, Ochs design. Just a really good looking blade, guys. I mean, there's no doubt about that. On the handle, as we come back here, the handle material is GRN. Kind of a gritty sounding texture, but obviously not rough on your hands. Like this kind of design here and the lines. I think that's very good for your grip. I mean, it feels good to me. Rolled off on the edges, and obviously you have stainless steel liners in here with a generous amount of relief in there for weight. And by the way, we'll just go ahead and throw that out there. The weight is 4.43, so a little bit on the heavier side, but not out of control. No lanyard hole for you guys. Sorry about that. You got this really cool blue backspacer and kind of blue accent around the pivot. And obviously this is the Deadbolt. We'll come back to that. Now, something that I kind of noticed right off the bat, guys, some of these screw positionings and the way they look really kind of don't make sense to me. You got this screw here, but then what is the one that's countersunk there? Back here, this one is flat. Again, over here, that one's in the same place. You do have some relief here for your hands. Now, as you peer through, guys, you kind of see screws just sort of sticking up in the liner there. Do you see that? Am I the only one that sees that? So let's go to the back here. Now, again, it's not hitting anything. It's definitely not hitting anything at all. It's not going to bother anything. It's just I don't completely understand why they didn't go for a clean look and chop those off where I didn't have to look at them. But again, some of you are going to say it's super nitpicky, and that's okay. I mean, that's what a reviewer does, or at least in my case. And by the way, see the chamfering here on the handle material? Very well done. All right, so we'll get to specs in a minute, but we've got to talk about the action, guys. So in fairness, I've never used a deadbolt. I've carried this one probably 3 times. This is my first deadbolt knife. So when it is closed, the deadbolt, the lock is in, and then when it's open, that lock pops out, and it is a good lockup. I will say there is a little bit of blade play side to side. It's not a ton. Like I said, cage ceramic ball bearings. There is blade play. I mean, there's definitely blade play. There's not lock rock. The lock is significantly tight. It's not going anywhere, and that's good. And again, like I said, these ergos are great. It is great in that regard. But back to the action. When I hit this, there is no dropping happening. Okay, so the lock has been hit. As you can see, it's sticking out the other side here, but it is not dropping. There's none of that happening. And if I try to just help it, yeah, it'll go eventually. Now, as far as my favorite opening method, the middle finger flick, I can do it. It's stiff, guys. I mean, it just is. Yeah, I've done it. Hold on. Okay, I had to give it some wrist there. As far as thumb, I mean, yeah, again, I had to give it some wrist. By the way, you can make this go down with using your wrist, but it takes a lot of force, a whole lot of force. So action-wise, it's stiff. I mean, it's very stiff, and I have used it quite a bit. It had been to another reviewer before me. By the way, if I didn't say, this comes by way of the Apex Pass-Around group, and just a really, really cool design. Like I said, just kind of stiff on that, on the action there. Kind of stiff. Okay, really stiff. So this guy is 7.75 inches long. The blade length is 3.3 inches long, and the blade thickness is 0.13. So it's a good, wow, that was neat. It's a good slicey knife. It does cut well. I call it sharp. I mean, it very much is nice and sharp. Made in China, like I said, by CRKT, of course. The handle length is 4.4. It is GRN, if I didn't say that, but I did. It's 4.4 ounces. Sorry, I got a little rattled when my tripod moved there. All right, we're back to where we should be now. And obviously, like I said, so a decent EDC size, and it is a good working knife, guys. I have cut boxes with this, cleaned it up really, really nicely. So, that is great. Just the action is just not ideal. Again, if you don't mind that, if you don't mind having to sort of help your knife back in, then I guess, that's fine. So I don't know if that's part of the Deadbolt system, because I've never held another Deadbolt knife. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments if you have more experience with that, but that's that. So as far as the pocket clip, those screws are not countersunk, but not a huge deal. It does go in and out of the pocket okay. Nice retention. Nice shape to the pocket clip. Now, this is one that doesn't really cause me any kind of discomfort or anything like that. So, again, the ergos on this knife are great, and I want to love it because of that shape, man. I just really do. There's just some finishing things. Now, I'm going to come to the last thing that I really want to talk about. We're kind of going a little bit long here. The price. So this guy's right at $100. D2 steel, GRN handle, not great action, well built. I mean, there's, like I said, the chamfering's well done. The grip of it's great. The blade is nice and slicey. I just think 100, you can do so much better than that these days, unfortunately. I just wish CRKT would find a way to make these, in a way like Civivi or CJRB or whatever, where they're making a knife with these kind of materials and the price is down more, around $60, $70 or even less, depending on what it is. Yeah, it's just, it's the unfortunate part. So, again, like I said, I really want to love this knife, guys. I really do, because it's my kind of shape. This is a work knife. This is a great EDC knife, just not perfect for me. So there you go. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm too tough on it. Let me know if you think I'm too light on it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. And guys, I'm so thankful that you watched this. Give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.